Hi friends, it is now Tuesday and I have a little video here for you to help you with the problems that you will have for math today. At the end, I'm also going to do another video where we'll go over any of the problems that we don't do in this video so that you'll know how to do each and every one of them. But first and foremost, I'm going to make this a little bigger so that you can see. And then we are going to talk about solving elapsed time problems with a number line, which I know we use number lines a lot in class. So I'm thinking this will be a good way, maybe your favorite way, to solve elapsed time problems. So let's look at this slide here. We're on slide 18, elapsed time review. You start playing outside at 3:05 p.m. You play outside for 2 hours and 22 minutes. What time do you finish playing? Okay, so step one, we're going to start with the time, which is 3:05. Okay, so on my number line here, I'm going to start with 3:05 because that's the time you start playing outside. Then it says you will jump mountains, hills, and rocks to reach 2 hours and 22 minutes. So the mountains, which are pointy, represent 1 hour. Okay, hills represent 10 minutes and rocks represent 1 minute. So what we're going to do is we're just going to count on from 3:05 to get to count 2 hours and 22 minutes. Okay, so on the number line here, you can see that we start at 3:05. If we jump a mountain, and that means we're jumping 1 hour, we would be at 4:05 because 1 hour after 3:05 is 4:05. But I know that I need to jump 2 hours. So I'm going to jump another hour and I'm going to get to 5:05. So we've jumped our 2 hours and now we need to jump our 22 minutes. So what I'm going to do, since our hill jumps are 10 minutes and I know 10 plus 10 is 20, that means we need to jump 2 10-minute hills, okay? So let's look at here. We're at 5:05 right now. If we add 10 minutes to 5:05, we'll be at 5:15. If we add 10 minutes to 5:15, we'll be at 5:25. So far we've jumped 2 hours and 20 minutes. Now, we are supposed to jump 2 hours and 22 minutes. And now we're going to jump 2 more minutes and we're going to count on from 5:25. So here we go. 5:25, 5:26, 5:27. You finish playing outside at 5:27. Okay, so step number 3 says label your number line as you go. That will help you with counting. And I'm going to show you how to do that when you do the problems on your own in just a moment. Okay, and then your final answer is that you finished playing outside at 5:27 p.m. Okay, now I'm on your first question on slide 19. I zoomed out a little bit so that you can see everything that I'm doing. So we see here our start time is 12:07. The elapsed time, or the time that we're counting up, is 2 hours and 23 minutes. And what we are solving for is our end time, okay? So these are our drag and drop options. So I'm going to take this, first of all, I'm going to take one of these. Whoop, let's see if I can grab it. It's going to take me a minute. All right, and I'm going to put that right at the beginning because I know that my start time is going to be 12:07. Okay, so that's where I'm starting. I know that I need to jump 2 hours because our elapsed time is 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I'm going to take my mountains because that's what represents 1 hour, and I'm going to jump 1 hour. And if I jump 1 hour, I will then be at, I won't be at 13:07 because we're talking about time here. I will be at 1:07. Okay, 1:07. Okay, so keep in mind that when you drag and drop, you might have to kind of play around with it to line it up. So now I know that I need to jump 1 more hour. So I'm going to kind of click over here. So I'm out of that box. And I'm going to drag another mountain onto my timeline here. So I have 1 hour, 2 hours. So, and then I'm going to drag one of these boxes down. And I know that 1 hour more than the time 1:07 is 2:07. There we go. Okay, so I have jumped my hours. I've done the 2 hours. Now I need to do the 23 minutes. Now I'm going to use my hills first because my hills represent 10 minutes. In order to get 20 minutes, I need 2 hills. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to drag one hill down over here. And then I'm going to drag my little time box thing here. And if I go 10 minutes past 2:07, and remember, we're only dealing with the minutes now. We're not dealing with the hours anymore unless it gets past 60, which we'll get there. So, all right, so 2:07 plus 10 minutes. So I know if I add 10 minutes to 2:07, I'm still going to be in the hour of 2. So I'm going to write a little 2 there. And then 10 plus 7 is 17. It's kind of like skip counting by tens. There we go. And then I know I need to jump 20 minutes, so I need another one of those hills there. I'm going to place that right there. And I'm going to drag another little box down. And here we go. So 2:17 plus 10 minutes would be 2:27. Okay. All right, now I have jumped 2 hours and 20 minutes. I need to jump 3 more minutes because I'm supposed to jump 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I'm going to take my little 1. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to drag my time box here. I know if I add 1 minute to 2:27, I will be at 2:28. 2:28. And if I add 1 more to 2:28, I will be at 2:29. 2:29. And then if I add 1 more, I will be at 2:30. All right. 2:30. And that's my final answer. That's my end time. So don't forget, once you're all done and you figure out what your end time is, you're going to go right up here and you're going to edit this box to say 2:30. So that's number 1. One helpful tip, if you accidentally delete this colon right here, the way that you type that is you hold your shift button. And then you'll find it on your keyboard right to the right side of where that L button is. Shift, hold the shift button down and press right there. Okay, play around with it. You'll find it. You'll figure it out. You guys are awesome. I will see you when you're done.